So Google released Nano Banana 2 and the quality upgrade is absolutely incredible. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use this new model inside your n8n workflows to create high quality UGC ads. We'll walk through the difference between Nano Banana 1 and Nano Banana 2, why the product quality looks so much sharper, and how the new model handles text inside product images with much better accuracy, which is one of the most important parts of any UGC style ad. So make sure you watch till the end because I'm going to break down every important improvement step by step and show you exactly how to use Nano Banana 2 inside your n8n AI automations. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so the first step is creating a n8n account. For those of you who are not familiar with n8n, it is a no-code platform. There's multiple ways you can actually create an account. So you can just head over to n8n.io and create a free trial. This gives you 14-day free trial. Now the cloud account itself is, if you want to go beyond the free trial, is $20 a month. But there's multiple ways you can actually host n8n. If you want it completely for free, you can actually host it locally on your own machine. But if you don't want to deal with that and you just want to deal with the cheapest version, there's also an option of hosting n8n on a virtual private server. So something like, for example, a Hostinger. So this is a Hostinger VPS or a virtual private server. So if you want to take advantage of this, right now they have a really great Black Friday sale going on where you can essentially have the same functionalities as hosting it in a cloud, just like you would for a cloud n8n version, but on your own virtual private server. And this is the cheapest option. So you can have, you can basically host this for $6 a month. But on top of that, since Hostinger is one of our main channel sponsors, they also have, we also have a coupon code. So what you're going to do is click on the link below. You're going to head over to this particular link and click on this KVM2 plan. So you're just going to click on choose plan. Once you click on this plan, this is going to take you to the next page here where now you can select the different periods. Obviously, if you want to get the best deal here, make sure you select the 24 months. And then as you can see on the right hand side, it gives you all of the different details about the summary here. In the bottom, depending on where you're located, the server location, most of the time it's automatic. I mean, that they have a bunch of different servers all over the world. Since I'm in California, mine's going to be Phoenix. Make sure you're selecting the n8n. This is their most popular, obviously, application. So if you're in, make sure you click on application, click n8n here. And then all you have to do is also, oh, by the way, I forgot, you have to add the coupon. So if you click on have a coupon code, all you have to do is type AI workshop and you can get additional 10% off. So I'm going to click on apply. And as you can see now, coupon applied and you get an additional 10% off. So it's literally $140 for 24 months. That's like about literally as cheap as you can get. That's like $6 a month, right? The cloud account for n8n is like $22 a month. So this is definitely the best deal. Anyways, so once you grab that, you're going to click on continue. And this is going to ask you to register for an account. So I'm just going to already have an account. So I'm just going to go ahead and log in. Okay. So once you sign up for an account or log in, it's going to bring you to the billing address. So fill in the billing information and click on the payment information and then click on continue and install. And this will install your VPS and it's going to bring you to the next page. All right. So once you got n8n installed, this is going to bring you right here. So all you have to do is now click on manage. Once you click on manage, this is going to, let me close all of this stuff. It's going to bring you to your dashboard. So this is your dashboards. Obviously yours is going to look blank. I've been using this for a while. So that's why mine shows a bunch of data here, but yours is going to look blank. So all you have to do is to run n8n. You're going to come to the top right here and click on manage app. And this is going to open up a new window here. And this is where you can, if this is your first time, obviously you will sign up for an account. But since I already have an account with Hostinger, I'm just going to click on sign in. And once you sign in, now you can use basically n8n just like the hosting and everything that you saw inside or on a virtual private server, where now you can like import files that you have downloaded, like the blueprints and everything else, and then obviously use all of the great features that n8n has. Okay, so that's how you can host n8n on a virtual private server on your Hostinger account. All right, so let me go ahead and start with a quick demo. And while the demo is loading, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the main differences between Nano Banana 1 and 2, specifically when it comes to the different resolutions and everything. All right, so I'm just going to head over to my community here. I'm just going to download this n8n blueprint. So that way we can start with the demo. So I'm just going to download this. By the way, for those of you who are new to n8n, n8n gives you the ability to download the entire workflow, so that way you can upload it onto your own platform. And if you've never used n8n, click on the link in the description. You can create a free account so that way you can utilize this. And then if you're brand new and you're interested in learning about n8n, check out our community. I have a beginner course, intermediate course, and then also if you're interested in learning how to make money with AI, we have an entire AI agency course, 5-week program that you can check out. Anyways, all right, so now that I downloaded that, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on import from file. We're going to bring in that particular workflow, and there you go. Perfect. So let me just zoom in a little bit. All right. So I'm going to execute the workflow here. There's 3 steps to this. First is going to be us uploading the image of a product, and the second is going to be creating the new image with Nano Banana 2, and then third is going to be using or creating the UGC video using View 3.1. So let me go ahead and click on execute workflow. So once this gets pulled up, we just need to do a quick description here, and this time I'm just gonna choose this screenshot of this sunscreen that I put in. So this is basically an image of a sunscreen that I have. I just basically took a quick picture of it and I uploaded. So I'm just gonna upload this. Let me get rid of that. And then I'm just going to put a quick description. Let me get rid of this as well. So I just say the 23-year-old female blonde model talks about this amazing sunscreen. That's all. So as soon as I click on submit, now this should initiate the workflow. There you go. So now it's going to go ahead and go through and create the video. And then, so I'm going to let this process, and I'm going to head over and show you exactly the differences between the 2 different models. All right. First of all, as far as access, so Nano Banana is available on different platforms. I'm using Fal.ai, but feel free to use, for example, Kai API is also something that you can use in order for you to create these UGC ads. I'm not sponsored by any of these guys, so feel free to use whatever you want. The official name, I guess, is Nano Banana Pro, but obviously it's Nano Banana 2. And if I go back to because I was creating a bunch here. So let me click on this, and I'm going to show you the different aspects of it. So I'm using this particular platform here, Fal.ai. So one of the important things to notice is the fact that you have the ability. So if I click on API here, so by the way, I'm using this documentation for the automation that I created, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. So I'm going to point out a few key differences here. First of all, the aspect ratio. As you can see, the aspect ratio, now you have the ability to have multiple aspect ratios from 21:9 all the way to 9:16, 2:3, 3:4. All of this is now possible, where before with Nano Banana 1, you were kind of stuck with like 1 or 2 options. So that's one main difference. The second difference is the possibility of resolution. So now you have the ability to do 1K, 2K, and 4K. Now, a word of advice, 4K is very expensive and it takes a very long time to generate. And honestly, you don't need a 4K resolution image, especially if it's for AI UGC ads. So don't worry about putting that up. But as you can see right here, so you can define the aspect ratio, you can define the output format. Now you can do PNG or JPEG and others. And then also you can put multiple images. And this is where another big difference comes in. So now with Nano Banana 2, I mean, even before you had the ability to upload multiple images, but now it does a really good job of combining those images into one particular image, which gives you even further control over the product itself. So if you want to upload multiple products, multiple images of the same product to be able to get a better UGC ad, you can certainly do that. And I'm going to talk about in later videos as well how you can combine multiple images to have the same workflow. All right, so that's kind of like a few important details. And then obviously, if you want to check this out in Gemini, I suggest using the Gemini app itself. I mean, you can tell the quality of the images. So for example, I kind of started with saying create a 4K image of a bumblebee tree and on a tree next to a dinosaur. I mean, the quality of the image that it generates is absolutely stunning. So I don't know why that wasn't loading. For some reason, this is not loading. But anyways, you can see right here, and I kept saying, okay, zoom in on the bee, and then I kept saying zoom in on the eyes, and you can see how incredible the quality of the image is. I don't know why it's not showing up. But anyways, you can see how good it is as far as like prompt chaining. So feel free to check that out inside your Gemini app. But anyways, that's not the point of this video. All right. So as you can see right here, our Nano Banana UGC finished. So let me go ahead and grab this video to see what came up. And then we're going to go ahead and walk through the whole process. So I'm just going to paste this. Okay, so let me quickly play this.
I've been using the Coppertone Complete 50 and I love it. It moisturizes and protects. Plus it has this classic logo.
I mean, that's pretty cool, right? And by the way, this little shaky that you see is because I used VO 3.1 fast, so the quality of the video itself is not that great, but the image quality itself is really good. And as you can see, especially even when the person is kind of turning it, it looks really, really good. So now if I want to see exactly what NanoBanana 2 generated, so let me go actually take a look at that. So if I go to my... Okay, there you go. So that's what the new image that it generated. So as you can see, it's like very accurate. It maintained a really good description, the text inside the image, and then also the kind of the person holding it. So like I said, this is where kind of the importance of the good image model comes in, because obviously when you're uploading a product, you want to make sure that the image that's being generated newly to be sent to VO3 for video processing, it maintains all of the text inside, it maintains everything, so that way it doesn't hallucinate as far as like creating some random new product and like that. So that's why, like I said, this is super important. So now let's go ahead and take a look at this step by step. So obviously the first step is the form submission itself. So if I click on the form submission, this is just n8n form. So if I click on view, this is basically the uploaded product, right? So I have two fields. One is going to be just the image description, which is just a text field. And the second is going to be the image itself. So we're going to be uploading a file. In this case, we're just uploading this particular screenshot of our product. So once you click on submit, this is going to send this and upload this image into our Google Drive. Again, I've done this particular tutorial several times. So if you've seen my previous video, you're probably familiar with this. So I'm going to go over it a little quickly. So as you can see, we're uploading this particular image to our Google Drive. So that way we can get a video or a image link, a URL. So that way we can then process this down the line. So now the next step is describing the image. So I'm using the OpenAI node to describe the image. So the text input, or this is basically telling this node to grab the input text or input image and convert it and make sure that it has a good description of the image itself. So we're basically describing the image in detail inside that screenshot, right? And then afterwards, I'm using an AI agent to create. So as you can see right here, this is basically the user description and the reference image. And then afterwards, this is basically the output, which is the description of the reference image that our OpenAI node did, right? So I'm just saying your task is to create a image prompt, because the AI agent here with the system prompt, this long system prompt basically says, hey, you need to create an image prompt for our NanoBanana. So that's what the output looks like. It's just an image prompt output where you can see it says a 23-year-old blonde woman holds the blue tube of copper tone sunscreen labeled complete 50, right? So that's how it captures all those details. The structure output parser is just to make sure that we're controlling the output of this AI agent. So afterwards, we're going to use an HTTP request node to send this to our NanoBanana-Pro, which is this particular endpoint right here, right? So that's the NanoBanana Pro or NanoBanana 2. So we're sending that information, and that's based on all of the documentation that I just showed you earlier. So we're using a header authorization. This is just basically your header API from file.ai. So if I increase or if I expand this, so this is what's happening. We're using the prompt. This is the prompt that's coming in from our previous AI agent. The image URL is going to be the uploaded URL to our Google Drive. So that's what that is. And I'm literally dragging and dropping it here. We're doing resolution 1K. So this is where you can now do resolution 1K, 2K, 4K. Aspect ratio, I'm doing 9:16. Output format, PNG. So that's what this is doing. And afterwards, as you can see, it sends this to queue. So that's why I put a wait node. This is a 40-second wait node. And then afterwards, we just grab that image, which is basically the URL of the new image that NanoBanana created. And then the third final step is basically creating the UGC video using VO 3.1 fast, actually. So if I go to video prompt, it's the same thing, right? We're grabbing the user description and the image. And then afterwards, same thing. The system prompt just says, hey, you need to create a UGC style video prompt now, so that we can send this to our VO 3.1 API. So same thing. The output of this is just the video prompt now. And now I'm also putting here a HTTP request node, and this time I'm reaching out to VO 3.1 fast image to video, because now we have an uploaded image. And at the bottom, all I'm doing is I'm sending the prompt and the image URL. The prompt is basically this video prompt from our AI agent output. The image URL is basically the new image that NanoBanana created. So that's all I'm doing here. And then afterwards, so this is going to send this to our API request there. So it says in queue. The next step, I'm putting a 20-second node, and then afterwards, I'm getting the video status. So this is just an API call to see whether the status of the video is completed or is still in progress. So afterwards, the if node, so this just basically says if the status of the video is complete, move on to the next node, which is getting the URL of the video. If not, it's just going to loop through and keep going. So as you can see, it looped 9 times before getting that video. And afterwards, the last step is just getting the URL, which is basically what you can grab here and copy into your browser, where then you can just download this basically and use it for your social media and everything else. All right, so that's pretty much the whole automation there. Again, feel free to tweak this and make changes. I'm going to plan to do more videos on this, especially when it comes to uploading multiple product images. So that's going to be next step. I already did that in the intermediate level here. So I'm going to be basically doing something similar. So basically grab that from here. Again, if you're interested in learning n8n, I have a beginner's course, intermediate course, advanced course. We have voice AI, we have vibe coder, and we also have our how to make money with AI, because I have an AI agency. So we talk through how you can start your AI agency, start making money with AI and getting your first paying clients. So make sure you check out the community. Make sure you like and subscribe, because I've got a lot of videos that are upcoming that you don't want to miss. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.